Something's J-Dog Bad and some more goddamn questions. Before we get to the goddamn questions, though, check out this cleanness and some more slickness came in, too, that I'll show. But look at these clean-ass Bloodstorm shirts. Hot off the goddamn press, homies. I don't even know if this fucking album's even been done on t-shirt. I've never seen one. I think it came out pretty sharp, too, because the album cover I always thought was a little on the cheesier side. Pestilence from the Dragon Star. A little bit He-Man-ish looking, but I thought they looked, with the colors and everything, I thought it came out badass as a motherfucker. So Dog picked one up. So if you're not unfamiliar with Bloodstorm, that's the a U.S. black metal band started up by Chris Gamble. Check out my Chris Gamble interviews. What did I do, a 2-part, 3-part? I don't remember. But if you don't know who that is, from Goraphobia, the Morbidius Pathology goddamn demo, one of the greatest death metal demos of all motherfucking time. Early U.S. death metal. Now, when he stopped doing Goraphobia, again, he tells the whole goddamn story. We went in depth. He started up Bloodstorm, and this is their second album. I think, personally, this is their best album by far, and it's never been on vinyl until good old HHR. Got to give that dog a pat on the back. That's what I'm pulling for those, for the good stuff. The good stuff. That's some real fucking black metal. True U.S. black metal. Good U.S. black metal, like obviously Profanatica, Summon, Sathanas, Masochist. I mean, there's others, but I mean, like, for example, Bloodstorm, I think is, for me, I think is considerably better than, like, Thornspawn. Although the first Thornspawn, Blood of the Holy Tanar Steel, it's a pretty good record. But I've always liked, especially this goddamn record, Bloodstorm, for the first time ever. So 26 years later, I'm almost positive this album came out in 99 on CD only. Coming out on LP, vinyl. Never been on vinyl. No picture disc, no nothing. First time ever on vinyl. Hell's Headbangers, goddamn it. And it's at press. And when I say it's at press, it's been at press. So pre-orders for the LP should go up pretty soon, and I'm assuming the ship date will be sometime in November or early December. By the time you see this video, maybe they'll be up. If Eazy-E sent it in when he says he sent it in, which was well over a month ago, then yeah, pre-orders should be going up goddamn soon, because C-Dog posts the pre-orders when he gets a ship date from the pressing plant. When the pressing plant says, hey, this release, X catalog number, will ship X date, I think he just tacks 4 weeks onto it, gives it for shipping. That's when he, just behind the scenes of how hells work, that's when he posts pre-orders, in case you happen to goddamn give a fuck. So that means he hasn't got that date yet, but it should be any goddamn day, because Eazy-E says that he sent it in right after Burial and Desecration, and both those are up for pre-order, because obviously C-Dog got the ship date for those. Exploding Zombie should be any day, because I told Eazy-E, told him I want submitted all these. I was like, put on the fucking pot of coffee, slobbing all over the goddamn place. Just put on the goddamn pot of coffee and submit all five. It was 5 or 6. I said these releases. I think it was 6. Burial, which he did, up for pre-order. Desecration, Gorn Perversion, which he did, up for pre-order. Exploding Zombies, Several Severed Heads. Says he did again. That should be any goddamn day. Bloodstorm, right here. Pestilence from the Dragon Star. Deranged, Cook, Carve, Rip, Serve. And I want to say there was a 6th one. What the fuck is it? Burial. Oh, and Hideous Manglius. All Your Friends Are Dead. First time on vinyl and CD. I said submit all 6 the same day. That's exactly what I said. So that way they're out the same goddamn day, because those are all releases that I set up. And the back line of shit that I'm setting up, number one, it's the stuff I care about most. I set it up because I want it out for myself. You know, it's all stuff that I had as a kid. This Bloodstorm, I've had this. I bought this. I didn't get it in 99. I think I got it in, like, I would say 01 or 02. I definitely wasn't 18 years old yet. I turned 18 in 2003. So I was 16 or 17. Because I found out about them. I bought it because, remember Dwayniak was talking about them. Cleveland Metal, you know, From the Depths, Decrepits, Kernagia. He was in Incantation. He's in a shitload of fucking bands over the years. he was talking about, because he loved Goraphobia, and he's the one that told me, because shout out to goddamn Dwayniak too, again, is he educated me on a lot of metal I got into. He's the guy I got the goddamn Grave demos from. This is before any of this shit was reissued. Got the Grave demos from him, Unleashed demos, Treblinka demos, the Goraphobia demo I got from him, all kinds of shit, right? So definitely educated the goddamn dog. You know, he's a good, I don't know exactly how old he is, but he's in his early 50s, but he's probably like 52, so he's like 12 years older than me. So you figure when I'm 13, 14, yeah, he's like 25, 26. He's a grown-ass goddamn man, and I'm a fucking spring fucking chicken at the time. And I found out about Bloodstorm from that, because he's like, oh, yeah, Chris Gamble, who's the head honcho, the nuts and bolts of Goraphobia, he's like, he does a black metal band nowadays. So, oh, shit, really? What is he? He's like, yeah, it's Bloodstorm. So that's why I went out and checked Bloodstorm. And I bought it from somebody's distro, I don't remember. Maybe, I don't remember if it was in person, if I ordered it from Nuclear Blast, or I can't remember, Relapse. But it was in that very, very, very early 2000s. As early as 2000, but I want to say 01, 02. But yeah, so I've been a fan of this album since then. And anyway, so me pushing for, I said to Eazy-E to submit those 6. Again, supposedly they're all sent in. Why he couldn't fucking accomplish it all on the same date? They're all laid out. They were done, ready to roll. So literally just got to submit them. Granted, I know there's paperwork and shit, but it ain't 8 hours a day for paperwork. That's for goddamn sure. Because I wanted them all at the same time, because, again, I have another shitload more of the dog setup releases. So you figured two Lord Gores LPs, 2 Frightmare LPs, that's 4. 3 for From the Depths, when you count 2 From the Depths, plus the Dead of Night, because Dead of Night's post From the Depths. I want that at the same time. So that's 3. So that's 7 releases. So that's 7 vinyls right there. Inverted Shadowland, that's 8. The CD LP on that. What am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting something. But nonetheless, that's at least 8 LPs. And then there's more I've been wanting to set up. I know I'm forgetting something that to even do. But nonetheless, another 8 goddamn LPs that are already, they're old as fuck. And then on top of other shit that I want to set up, like Levidity and stuff like that. But it's like, the fuck, I don't even... Let's get all the fucking shit I set up 2+ years ago out fucking first. So that's where those goddamn stand. So again, the LP should be up pre-order pretty goddamn soon. First time ever on fucking vinyl. One of the best U.S. black metal albums ever. Granted, there's when you take U.S. black metal, there's not a ton of good U.S. black metal bands in my goddamn opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's ones that I'm unaware of. But in my opinion, definitely one of the goddamn best U.S. black metal goddamn bands. So shirts are in. Shirts came in before the LPs. And then the LPs, hopefully goddamn going up soon. Oh, yeah, before the questions, yeah. These did just come in. These were on pre-orders. Literally mandatory goddamn death metal. Is Deceased. It's not even open yet. We're going to open them together. I haven't even looked at it yet. These literally just came in today. Demos from the Grave. And for all you goddamn old Hells fans, how many of you guys, we did this on a triple LP with a triple trifold gatefold cover. Fucking, it was over a decade ago. It was probably more than 10 years ago, but less than 15, I would say, if I had to make an educated guess. So quite some time ago. We never did a CD of it. The demos that technically all have come out at some point on CDs, but they're kind of shitty. Like, for example, the first demo, Evil Side of Religion from 1986, their best goddamn demo, one of the sickest goddamn demos in existence. That came out as a separate release. I forget what label put it out. Dog owns it, of course. And it has a bonus live show. And then there's from the shit, I think it came out even in the 90s, but I got it in the early 2000s because it was pretty much out of print even then. It was called, I think it was just called Deathmetal from the Grave. And it was just, I think the 2 demos, Birth by Radiation and Nuclear Exorcist. The 88 and 89 demo, I'm almost positive just those 2. And that was out of print since 2000, because I remember buying it for not a shitload of money, but it was a little harder to get. And then I know there was another CD, which I'm pretty sure I own. I think it's just the 2 demos again, and maybe some bonus live or some shit. But nonetheless, this has all 3 of their studio demos as a bonus 1989 rehearsal on here. So this is the first time on CD, all 3 of the demos, and their best sound quality, best packaging ever, now finally on CD. And for the diehards that know, again, the long-time fucking Hells fans, that's why we're cracking up. All the greatness that Hells has been providing to the goddamn metal scene for 25 fucking years now. One of them is, if you have it, what is it, a 3.5 foot? I showed my personal, well, from a distance, char bar always climbing up and shit. It's leaning up against my, like window sus LP rack, one of them in my home office. The first 100 come out on a picture disc, and it's a big ass, like I said, I think it's 3 feet tall, a wooden coffin, wooden made coffins with the logo fucking painted on there. Came out real goddamn nice, and there is only 100 of those, and the inside is the same trifold cover, outer cover that the regular got with the picture disc version. That's of this. This is now the CD version. Years later, fucking on CD. So let's bust it open. Let's take a goddamn look. Clean ass original art that we had drawn up. Remember, we had this artwork drawn up just for this release back then. As we contacted artists and shit like that had done. Look at that back. Double disc, homie. This is absolutely mandatory goddamn DM. More mandatory than your silly ass fucking bolt throwers and all whatever stupid shit you listen to. This is literally death metal from the goddamn grave. It's funny because realistically, they run with that title, Deceased Death Metal from the Grave. But honestly, after the demos are definitely first generation death metal, and then I would say the first 2, Luck of the Corpse and Blueprints of Madness, definitely I would consider those death metal albums unique sounding death metal that sound like nobody, especially Blueprints, sounds like nobody to this day. Nobody sounds like that. Underrated as goddamn fuck. Yeah, but all these goddamn Quakers want to talk about some new band. Hey, bro, do you know this band? You need to listen to it. Like, it sounds like Grave. What the fuck do I need another one of these for? And they don't even know Deceased. It's like, why do you want to listen to more shit that just sounds like another band that's inferior to the band that started it? It makes, like, you're telling me this band that sounds like Grave, even if it's pretty good, it's like, it's not better than Into the Grave or You'll Never See. So it's like, why would you need another clone band over Deceased? It makes no sense. Now, albums like Fearless, Undead Machines, and I'd consider the 13 Frightened Souls EP. I consider that death metal too. But Supernatural Addiction and shit, I mean, it's kind of hard to consider that death metal. But nonetheless, I don't give a shit. We call it death metal, heavy fucking death, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I think Supernatural Addiction is one of the goddamn greatest metal albums of all motherfucking time. And I can even make an argument that it's the most underrated metal album of all goddamn existence. Because that's probably my favorite album / release by them, Supernatural Addiction. But the demos, pure goddamn first generation death metal. I mean, literally, Evil Side of Religion, you see this, is 86. That means it's before Necrovore, it's before Treblinka demos, it's before Dismembers demos, it's before Nihilist. I don't think Nihilist had a demo in 86, right? I think the first Nihilist demo, I think, is 87 as well. It's before Nunslaughter, Ritual of Darkness, 87. I mean, Deceased was, literally, I mean, they were there at the beginning and when death metal started. Again, the benchmark is, for me, death metal started in 1984 with the Mantis pre-death. That was what they originally called, Bubbles, for the first 2 demos. The Death by Metal and the Reign of Terror demo both came out in 1984. That's when death metal started, in my goddamn opinion. And then first full length, as far as studio albums, I consider Possessed Seven Churches death metal. Nonetheless, there's some people that are going to argue that, but even if you do, I don't think there's anybody, even the people, you can't call this trash. You're going to put this on and be like, this is trash. This is death metal as fuck. So by 86, let's say if that is your definition, no, death metal didn't start until like Repulsion, Horrified, and Morbid Angel, Abominations, because I love these fucking Quakers that say goddamn scream bloody gore. Hell, even Danny Nelson said it. Incorrect studio albums, because even if you don't consider Possessed, because that's kind of what he was insinuated, that's more of a thrash album. Okay, 86 is Abominations, The Desolation by Morbid Angel, and Repulsion, Horrified. You don't consider those death metal? And again, I understand that later on people consider Repulsion, Horrified grindcore, but none of the goddamn less at that time. And everybody likes to correct me. They didn't have that term back then. It was just called death metal. If you didn't call it grind, then it's damn sure was death metal. And even if you didn't, even if you want, there's no way you're listening to Abominations and be like, this is trash. The fuck you talking about? That's satanic death metal out the fucking wazoo. So at the very fucking latest, with even all the arguments, even if it's just like, okay, take all the arguments in consideration, At the very latest, Deathmetal started in 1986, and Deceased was right goddamn there. If you listen to that first demo, it's the only demo. I mean, King starts singing on the Birth by Radiation demo on 1988, 2 years later. It's more the vocal style, a little bit lower. It could be just the recording, that like the Cannibal Corpse style. Evil Side of Religion, dude, it sounds like a goddamn nutbag in an insane asylum. Just put it on. Tell, and who to this day, pick up this disc or goddamn YouTube it, Bubbles. Deceased, Evil Side of Religion demo. Listen to it. Who to this day, what dumbass band do you have that sounds like that? To this day, none. And yet, all these bands, they rip it like, bro, have you heard this band? Another Suffocation, another Cannibal Corpse. It's just stale goddamn fast food death metal. What the hell do I need this for again, man? It's the same old bullshit every fucking time. You got all the originals out there that you still don't even have. You don't even have the bare essentials, homie. Don't come up to me with these goddamn T-boner bands before you got the fucking the necessities. Double disc, goddammit. Yeah, shit, we ain't even gonna get to no goddamn questions today, which is fine by goddamn me, because we got no paid skis in today, and we only got a handful of order questions left, so we're dry as fuck anyway, so today's an entire show and tell goddamn day, but a mighty fine show and tell. So if you saw the cover, some age one, look at this, even got the lyrics to the goddamn demo, so you can follow along, and photos. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That is some cleanness. Looking evil on that Evil Side demo. You know, back in the 80s, the good old days, man. Back when men were men, women were women, and death metal was fucking death metal. Now it's just a bunch of total fucking shit show out there. It's clean ass fucking art right there, goddammit. Mentally Ill's on here. Fucking a fantastic song. Not on anything else, mind you. Didn't make an album. There's a few songs that didn't make an album. Funeral of Gore. Fantastic fucking song. Raw Explosives. It's got a bunch of unreleased songs. So he's like, yeah, I got the albums. That's why, like I said, like, Possessed demo, you're just like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. If somebody who's older than me, a goddamn death metal fucking old school goddamn, I'm assuming he's still into it too. If he bought the demo before Seven Churches came out, I get it. He's like, man, that's one of my favorite demos. But realistically, if you got that after Seven Churches, it's kind of like, oh, is it 3 or 4 songs? Same songs that are on Seven Churches, but just sounds like shit. You're like, oh, it's a much shittier sounding version of Seven Churches. Jeff isn't singing any different. His vocal style is the same. Like, why? I don't like. What's the point of listening to it? Like, as opposed to like the Mantis demos and shit like that. What's the point? The vocal style is drastically different. It's got Cam Lee on it for starters, and unreleased songs. Same with his Deceased demos. They're cool because it's Kingy singing different, so it has a totally different charisma to it, and it's got unreleased songs. Listen to the Vader demos. Vader demos, dude, fucking. Especially the demo with the Chaos, which is the demo version for Chaos by Vader, is probably my favorite Vader song of all time. It destroys the version that's on Ultimate Incantation. Dude, Peter's vocals sound nothing like they do. Completely fucking different. Completely fucking different. And to this day, another fucking recording to take that demo, that Vader demo. Nobody sounds like it. But yet we need another Grave. We need another fucking Suffocation. Need another Morbid Angel. And they're just okay, around and around. Why? What the fuck for? Need another Slam New York death metal band? No, please no, we don't. Just junking up the goddamn scene. But again, Deceased is in that same goddamn good company. Telling you, this is the mandatory shit. Dog's just letting you know. He's informing you. You want to be out of the loop and support stupid shit, go right the fucking head. But the true heads, no. You want to be in that goddamn true head club? Then you better get your goddamn game up. Get in the fucking loop, because you're out of the fucking loop. Again, so that's everything there. Mighty fine fucking release, double disc. Finally, the triple LP on CD only took, let's call it 12 years then, somewhere between 10 and 15. So let's call it an even 12, just say it about that. So they just came in today. I think they're a couple days early. I think the ship date was like the 17th or so. So yeah, can arrive a few days early. So good. When you're early, you're on time. When you're on time, you're late. By the time you see this, yeah, they're shipped. I mean, all the pre-orders, hell, guys that you got your pre-order. By the time you see this, the guys in the U.S. anyways, probably already got your goddamn package. So put in the comments, how clean is this? And how does it sound too? Sounds pretty goddamn nice, huh? Granted, I haven't listened to it yet, but I know it does because it's the same goddamn audio source from the one that we use for the fucking vinyl. So I know it's gonna sound goddamn great. So just saying. People always asking, what do you recommend? What do you recommend, dog? Like, don't ask me in person, what do you recommend? Right here, this is what I goddamn recommend. Not because Hell's put it out, too. I was recommending it before Hell's even started when I was seeing Deceased for the first time in 2000, meeting Kingy and shit. Hell's Headbangers didn't exist. If you would have asked me back then, I would have recommended Deceased. So that's completely unbiased. I think the reason we licensed from Relapse and shit all their albums and stuff, because we put every album out on vinyl and worked with them for so long now, is because I fucking recommend them. That's why. That's the real goddamn metal. So that's what I recommend, homie. Watch my shit and you'll fucking know. Along with goddamn Bloodstorm. Just wait for those LPs to go up for pre-order. They're going to look clean. Comes to the guy about scans for the morning. Don't forget them goddamn beeskies. It's dry as fuck. And if you want that Zoom too, in the description box how to do it, Bubbles, get them in. Later, goddamn it.